Pet Simulator 4 looks like it could be coming out sometime soon. My guess is whenever Pet Simulator X dies. But I've got a whole bunch of leaks, and even a few leaks of the Pet Simulator X summer update. Before we get into them, do you want a free huge? Just like the video, subscribe, and comment your Roblox username. Here's last video's winner. I'm gonna send them a huge cupcake. I choose one random winner every video. So the first thing, what will Pet Simulator 4 actually be called? It is the fourth one. Pet Simulator X was the third one, and usually X stands for 10, but this isn't the 10th one. But anyways, I think it will be called Pet Simulator Z. I know fake Pet Simulator X games are normally known as Pet Simulator Z, but hear me out. If we look at an old Discord embed, the game, which is currently called Happy Pet Game, was named Pet Simulator Z in all capitals. I don't think it's gonna be called Happy Pet Game when it releases. It seems kind of more like a joke name. Also, the description is a game about happy pets. They are so happy, smiley face. So it's probably gonna be called Pet Simulator Z when it comes out, or some other thing involving Pet Simulator. They could have a completely unique name, but I think it's because like another game is in the Pet Simulator series, it's probably gonna be called Pet Simulator Z. Now, here are all of the leaks. There are so many leaks. It's not really too different from Pet Simulator X. It basically seems like most things are pretty similar, if not the same, to Pet Simulator X. Some of them have new icons and stuff, but it's basically gonna be like Pet Simulator X, or at least that's what it looks like so far. So the first leak, all of the pets right now. This looks exactly like Pet Simulator X pets. There is almost no difference, if not completely no difference. So maybe they could just be using these for testing, and then they're gonna add unique pets later, but so far it looks pretty much exactly like Pet Simulator X. Then we've got the icons on the side, or well, I guess on the bottom, because if you go down here, you can see pets. Then there's no enchant icon, achievements icon, or, well, actually, I don't know why I said that. There is an achievements icon right here. There is a mastery. So it looks like these icons are all gonna be different. So if we look at the icons here, inventory shows 4 pets on like a gray thing. Enchant is actually a book, and it's gonna be an icon for some reason. Achievements is also gonna have a new icon. And rewards, rewards are up here. It says free rewards for playing free gifts, but this is probably what the rewards thing is, so it's just gonna be a blue gift box instead of a yellow one. Again, so far it still pretty much looks like just marketing the same game under a new name. But here's where it starts to get different. So if we look at the enchants, here are all the tier 1 enchants. So we've got better enchants, critical hits, lucky eggs, more enchants, and more diamonds, and stronger pets. Well, actually, I think these might not be enchants. These could be upgrades. So you'll probably upgrade them somehow, and more enchants will let you have, of course, like more enchants on your pets. Maybe in the beginning you're only gonna be able to have one enchant, but if you upgrade this, you can have multiple enchants or something. So it looks like the upgrade system is entirely different. There are some leaks for upgrades, so upgrades aren't gonna get removed. There's just gonna be a whole nother thing in the game called tiers, and if you upgrade that, then you can get more enchants, and enchanting looks like it's definitely a larger part of this game compared to Pet Simulator X. So those are all the tier 1 enchants. Then we got the tier 2 enchants, the same thing but blue. The tier 3 enchants, the same thing but green. Tier 4 enchants, it's orange. Tier 5 enchants, they're red. Then tier 6 enchants, they are purple and gold and look pretty cool. So enchants definitely seem to play a much larger role in this game. We have tiers, and you can get more enchants and better enchants from them, which currently, if you go to the Enchanted Forest in Pet Simulator X, there is no way to increase how good the enchantments or how many enchantments you get are. Actually, wait, maybe if we go to Mastery and then Enchantment Mastery, yeah, enchantments cost a little bit less, and some enchantments are more common, but it doesn't really change it too much. Like, in this new game, we have 6 whole tiers to change enchants. And that's not it. There actually was another thing added after. Actually, 2 more, Sprinting and Helping Hand. Now, I have no idea what Helping Hand is gonna do, and maybe whenever you're pets are fighting something, you're gonna be able to click it yourself and it does more damage. There are a lot of clicker games or games similar to this where you can put stuff onto something and to do damage to it, and you can also click it to do damage yourself, like for example Clicker Heroes, if you guys have ever heard of that before. But you might be able to damage things yourself in this game, and sprinting is most likely either gonna be, well, it wouldn't really make sense to have a sprinting system where you could hold shift to sprint and a sprint bar, because it's not like a fighting game or something. So maybe it will just make your walk walk speed even faster. But then we have a texture, and I don't know what it's gonna be on. Maybe it's just gonna be an effect or something, but it looks pretty cool. Then we have some square trees. The trees in Pet Simulator X are more like tree shaped, so maybe more things are gonna be square in this game, because if you do think about it, pretty much all pets are square, so I don't really know where I was going with that, but square trees. Alright, next leak. We have the icon of the game. I'm just gonna start calling it Pet Simulator Z because I'm pretty sure that's what it's actually gonna be called when it releases, or at least that was the first name they decided on for it. So here we have the icon. It looks pretty cool. It's a bit different from the normal Pet Simulator X icon, which has 3 pets on it, usually cat, dog, and dragon. This one has them in the front, but then it has a whole bunch of pets behind it. Next we have the first strength star. I'm not sure how strong a pet has to be for it, but in Pet Simulator X you can see there are 3 stars by secret and mythical pets. Then as you get to better pets, exclusives have kind of like a different 3 stars, and then huges also have the same 3 stars for some reason. Then Titanics used to have a crown by them, but now there's just like nothing. But there are more strength stars, I'll get to them later. So the next leak, we have the 2 signs. So right now in Pet Simulator X there's like a sign by the bank and like a sign over here. So it looks like these new signs are just literally like more square, and that's kind of it. Next we have the pet rarity icon. So this is gonna say how many exist by it. So now the diamond is blue. If we look in Pet Simulator X, when you hover over a pet, it just says, I swear by how many exist, it used to be a diamond and not a star. I don't know if I'm like hallucinating or something, but I swear it was a purple diamond before. I don't know, but the new exist icon in Pet Simulator Z is gonna be like a blue diamond for some reason. I don't know if they're gonna have wrap there, but next we have the eggs. So we have the first set of eggs, the second set of eggs, crystals for some reason, another egg, the same egg but the other side in purple, 2 more eggs, the corgi egg, and another 2 eggs. So there are currently quite a bit of eggs. That's like definitely enough for probably the first area of Spawn World, maybe like the first few areas actually, because each area has 2 different eggs and then like 2 golden eggs. So I don't know if golden pets will exist in this game. But next we have a new chest mechanic. So right now whenever you open a chest, like let's say this one for example, it just doesn't get smaller or anything. I mean, some things do get smaller, like while opening a crate it's gonna slowly lose coins inside of it. Like some things are animated like a little bit, but in this new game the chest, whenever you're mining it, is gonna slowly become like crushed. Then we have a confused cat icon. So I don't know where this is gonna go, but he's a cat and he's confused, and that is all I know. Then we got something called the premium key icon. So I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be like, you know how there's a VIP area? I think there's probably gonna be like a premium area, because Roblox offers like extra developer payouts or something if you have stuff for premium users in your game, something like that. So it would make sense if they had like a premium only area. Then we've got the enchantment thing. So here's what it's gonna look like in the new game. Right now the enchantment thing looks a little different. Like whenever it happens, it just shoots like a pink laser beam into the sky. So this one's gonna be more detailed and look a little bit cooler. Then after that we have the shop text. It is gray, and comparing it to Pet Simulator X, it has like an outline and is blue. So it's just a little bit different, I guess. Then we have the equipped icon, which is green with a check mark and a black outline, just like in Pet Simulator X. But the only difference is the check mark here is like dark green instead of white, so they just slightly changed the colors. Then we have the coin icon, which looks pretty much exactly the same to Pet Simulator X, maybe a little brighter. Then we have the diamonds icon, which is exactly the same to Pet Simulator X, but facing the other direction. Then we have a coin pile icon. I don't know exactly where this is gonna be, but there's also an icon for coin bags and an icon for coin crates. So I'm assuming there could be a shop for coins, because in Pet Simulator X there is a shop for diamonds, so maybe they're gonna have where you can buy coins or something like that. Next, there's a lock icon, which is rounded at the top, and here the lock icon is yellow. Then we have all the strength stars. Like I said earlier, we had more of these. Now we got to them. So it looks like these are going to be the different stars for like different types of pets. I'm guessing like one of them is going to start out like the gold one's probably going to be mythical. The red one's probably going to be secret. Blue exclusive. Green huge. And then purple Titanic. Well, that depends if they even have huge and Titanic pets in this new game. We don't know yet. So these are just going to be the icons for different types of pets. And then we have a gray star. This is gonna be after the purple one, so I don't know exactly what this is gonna be for, but there are definitely a lot more strength icons and like stars compared to previously. Then we've got some leaks of the new menus, which there's nothing on them, but it looks like the first one is just a button, and then the second one is some sort of like display thing, so it looks like they're not using the same exact scheme. Like, these are unique and kind of simple. If we look at Pet Simulator X, all of the menus are the same thing, where it has like rotated blue and then rotated even more darker blue behind it, like that menu, and then the settings menu. Like, pretty much every menu is the same like that. So in the new game, we're gonna have different looking menus, which I guess is cool. Then next we have the thing behind like pets, just make them look cool in the inventory. Then we have some rocks, so this is just like one of the decorations in the game, I guess. So to sum it all up, it looks like the main differences between Pet Simulator X and the new game they're releasing soon, which is the 4th Pet Simulator, are that the new one has something called tiers, which allows you to get better enchants, more diamonds, just stuff like that. Basically everything in the game, kind of similar to upgrades, but it looks much more important and harder to get than upgrades, I guess. Second main difference is that enchantments seem to play a much larger role than in Pet Simulator X, because in Pet Simulator X we have an enchantments thing, but there aren't that many enchantments, and not much in the game is focused around enchantments. But now more stuff in the game connects to enchantments, so they're probably going to be more important, and pretty much everything else besides those two things is the same to Pet Simulator X. A lot of it is just different menus and different small things like that, but that is pretty much everything for the new Pet Simulator game that we are going to see soon. I don't know how soon. Again, I'm pretty sure they're going to release it whenever Pet Simulator X dies, but they switched to bi-weekly updates recently, which is probably why, so they have time to work on the new Pet Simulator game. The last thing I have for you guys is this leak. So you can see there's a beach chair, sandcastle, beach bucket, and beach umbrella. This is all for Pet Simulator X. That kind of just confirms that we're having like a summer beach update soon. Definitely this update. I'll probably do a video on more leaks, but I was just including that in this video because that's been the only leak in a few days, and I don't really think we could do a whole video on just like 4 small decorations they're adding. Anyways, that's it. That's everything I wanted to show, so make sure to subscribe with the notifications on, like the video, join the Discord server, link in the description, do everything else linked in the description. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.